Hi, second grade. Today we're going to be working in a portrait of you with a mask, and as we open it up, with the mask off. Today's going to be pencil only. We're not going to worry about color. So take your time and make it as good as possible. I'm going to take this away. I'm going to show you how we're going to start. So we're going to start with a clean piece of paper, turn it the vertical way. And we're going to do two folds. For the first fold, I'm going to grab the bottom corner. I'm going to line it up to the top, kind of like you're folding in like a book, and crease it up. Once that piece is done, I'm going to take the top piece only. So if you see if I unfold it, I'm going to grab the top piece and align that down to the bottom. And then I'm going to crease it. When you get done, you should have one piece that's multiple folds on the bottom, and there's a single piece up top. This is where we're going to start. I'm actually going to start with the top of the head. I'm going to start from the crease itself and draw a half circle for the top of the head from one edge to the other. Make sure you leave a little bit of space up top for the hair. Next, I'm going to go across, and I am going to do the bottom where the chin is. This is going to come fairly close to the edge. And then just add a neck. This side is the first side we're going to start off with. So I am going to start off, kind of work my way down from the eyes down. Right above the fold is where I'm going to put the eyes. Make the eyes as realistic as possible. So I'm going to start off with a couple of pointy ovals. Inside of them, put the irises, the color part, pupils. I'm just putting a few lines in there. Don't worry, we're going to color this part in. And then just make sure you also add in some eyebrows. Eyebrows should have some thickness and follow the curve of the eyes. We're going to save the hair for when we do the inside. So coming down, I am going to put the ears on the side. The ears we're going to put on the bottom underneath the crease. So I'm going to start just over there. And they're fairly simple, just like a letter C on one side. And then a backwards letter C on the other side. The only thing I want you to make sure is they're the same length. So you don't want one ear to be short, one ear to be long. The last thing we're going to work on the front is adding the mask in. So imagine if you're wearing a mask, it's going to go over your nose, which would be someplace over here. So I'm going to start from the side. I'm going to do a curvy line going up toward the crease. From the edges, I'm going to put two straps, one on each side. They go above the ears up here. And then the design on the mask is up to you. If you have a favorite mask that you wear, if you want to have a favorite mask, favorite character, you're welcome to do any design you want on there. Just for the speed of this video, I'm just going to put a simple stripe design on my mask. And then with this, my self-portrait with the mask on is done, at least the front piece. What I'm going to do next is open it up, and I'm keeping this part of the mask that's folded. I'm keeping it folded as well. And I'm going to work on the rest of my face, but this part is going to be done with no mask on. So same as we started in the front, I am going to start off by finishing up the rest of my face. So I'm going to connect it up over here. Now, if you notice on this part, on this side of the page, I have a lot more space. So I'm going to add a neck in here, add some shoulders. You are welcome to put whatever design you want on your shirt. Just kind of let it float off. What I do want to focus much more on are the facial features inside. So nose, mouth. I'm first gonna kind of figure out where I need to place my nose. The space between the eyes, where you see my pencil, to the bottom of the chin. I'm gonna figure out where halfway is. I'm just gonna put a small mark over there. That's where the bottom of my nose is gonna be. To draw a nose realistically, we need a few different things. And I do want you to see if you can practice drawing it this way. I'm gonna start from the very bottom of the nose. The very bottom of the nose starts off as a simple U shape. From here, the nostrils will go up and around, kind of like a letter C on its side, up and around like a backwards letter C over here. I know it's not quite looking like a nose, but bear with me. Now, the curvy part of the nose, I'm going to start on the outside of where the nostrils are. I'm going to follow them around. So I'm going to start around, I'm going to follow it around and up, around and up. And then I'm just going to put two little lines going up. On the inside, I'm going to put the tip of the nose, which is going to be upside down flat U. And we're going to do a very light shading inside the nostrils just to simulate that that's the part that's kind of dark. That's all you have to do to draw the nose. The mouth, you're welcome to do the mouth any way you want. The only thing I'm going to ask you is if you don't make a jaw like a simple line. If you want to have a smile like that, make sure you add in a line over here to create a top lip, and then a line on the bottom for the bottom lip. The last few things we're going to work on the face is, I'm going to go back to the ears. Remember how we put the ears on the side? We just made sure they match. And then I'm going to look at hair. Unless you like me and you have no hair, you do have to draw on some hair. So what I do want you to do is when you draw your hair, look at the proportion of your hair and your eyebrows. Kind of look at how close your hair comes to your eyebrows. On some, if you have short hair, it might come down close to over here in front of the eyebrows. And then it usually, and you can check this out, tucks into right above the ear. For the top of your head, all you have to do is just go around this circular line or kind of a little wavy line just to break it up a little bit, because hair is not usually that slicked down. So if you have short hair, just leave it like that. If you have long hair, so especially the ladies, I'm going to erase this part. If you have long hair, the easiest way is to kind of think about where your hair is parted. So it shouldn't just be up top. If it's parted in the middle, I am actually going to start off with a line on the part. I'm going to draw that line up there. I'm still going to see how close it comes down to the eyebrows. So I'm going to start from here, and if I have long hair, if I want to cover up my ear, I'm just going to follow it this way till I get close to the edge of the face, and then follow it down. This part is going to come down, it's going to go over the ear. And then I'm just adding in a few lines just to show you which way the hair movement is. Make sure you also put a few lines over here, because this is going to be the back of your hair that goes behind your back. If you want the hair to be pulled back or tucked behind the ear, I'm still going to start from where the part is, except for this time it's going to tuck in right to the top of the ear, this way. And then it will come out from the back and kind of flow down. And that's how you draw the hair. The last thing we're going to do today, if you want to do any kind of speech bubbles, this, you can say whatever you want. and have a little bit of fun with us. So this is what our portrait's going to look like. And like I said, today there's no color, so once you get done, you can check it out. You can see how the portrait looks like. No mask on, flip it up, mask. Enjoy.